Welcome to the Zapoussis Arena for today's exclusive coverage here on BCAM TV as your Braintree Womps take on the Needham Rockets. I'm Mike Wassel. As Braintree entered today's game at 3-2-1 on the season with a big win over Framingham in their last contest, 4-3, as they face a very talented Rocket squad. And the goalie matchup here today will be Sarah McLaughlin versus Molly Devlin, as Needham skates it into the Braintree end. A very quick Rocket team, fundamentally sound, and Braintree's going to have their hands full. The Womps have played very well here at home. As Needham works it into the Womp end, is stuck aside by Devlin. Now the centering attempt is blocked away. Still loose in front here in the first 40 seconds as the shot goes well wide. Back at the point is kept in by Noonan. And now the Womps are able to skate it out. And Birchall is offsides. The face-off just outside of the blue line as both teams get a fresh line on the ice. Right off the face-off, Braintree attempts the shot. Now the centering pass is blocked away. Pinching at the blue line as Fenton keeps it in. Intending in front, and it ricochets wide off the shot from Haw. Worked around the back of the net as the Rockets work it in their own end. Milligan swings it up the boards. And now the Rockets have a break as Seriani gets back defensively. Played a very good defensive game last game, and it also scored the empty netter at the end. The shot from the blue line from Milligan as it's kept wide of the goal. Still awaiting our first shot of the game on either side. Needham has to tag up. Swung around the boards, off the stick of Marum, and now back to the defense of Summers. Swung all the way around the boards, kept in at the blue line by the Rockets. But they don't have numbers as they're in the middle of a change. Milligan swinging it around the boards, loose inside the slot, and Braintree's able to skate it out as Fenton goes off the glass. Back to center. Swung back up for Yaxter, her first touch with the puck. She's shut off defensively by Strauss. And now Yaxter works it. Takes the shot, and it goes off the strings of the outside of the net. At the blue line is kept in by Lee on the backhand. Needham doing a nice job behind their own net with the D-to-D passes, but this one's got to go down the ice for an icing. 11:47 to go in the first period, no score. Again, Braintree right now with 3-2-1 on the season. They just got over the 500 mark with a win over Framingham. The 3 wins this season over Framingham, Milton, and Norwood. Down the ice, and icing. A little bit of a delay on the whistle. A little bit of a difference between the high school level and the collegiate and the NHL level. So they are going to keep the face-off in Braintree's end as the shot goes wide. One thing that Braintree needs to clean up here in this game is their face-offs. Needham, a very talented team on the dot. Seriani with speed, looking across for Norton, and it's broken up and it's sent down the ice. Summers backhands it forward, and it goes to the blue line in a nasty collision. And Braintree's going to go to the box for a cross-check as Norton will get a 1.5-minute penalty for a cross-check. It's one of the penalties you'll like if you're Braintree, because that's an aggressive play from Norton, standing up at the blue line, holding her own. Braintree was successful in killing off all 4 of the power plays that Framingham had in the last game, and the first here for Needham. 10:45 to go in the opening period, 1:15 to go on the power play. Kept in with the skate by Milligan, as it's loose in the slot, and Braintree's able to clear it as far as center. Milligan backhands it forward, up onto the stick of Pace, and the shot is well wide of the post. Fenton has that one deflect, and it goes out of play. Face off outside of the Braintree zone, and Needham able to win it, sending it, and that's going to be offsides, as Phelan was well ahead. 32 seconds to go on the power play for Needham. Haven't registered a shot in on goal yet. Braintree wins the face-off and sends it back out. So far, Braintree doing a good job on the face-offs here in the opening period, as Yaxter intercepts it, going 1-on-2, looking to kill some time here in the final 15 seconds of the power play for the Rockets. Sent up the boards, and a 2-on-1 developing, and now a potential break in, and a save by Devlin. Devlin going side to side, able to make the stop, and the uneventful power play ends for Needham. Or at least the first minute and 20 were uneventful. In the final 5, they had a chance on a partial break-in, but Devlin said no. So Braintree kills off the first power play chance of this game. 9 minutes to go in the opening period. The compete level very good here to start the game. 2 very good programs going head-to-head as Norton's out of the box. Norton plays it back to the defense, and Braintree able to backhand it out as Duffy gets it as far as center, where it's cleared back in by Needham. Self-pass off the glass, and back out to center. Duffy sends it up the wall, and Norton can't get it past the blue line. Shots deflected wide. And a chance in front, and that one saved by Devlin. Pair of saves here in the opening period for Devlin. None bigger than the stop on the break. Takes a bad deflection back into the Womp end. And Braintree really needs a face-off. This line's been out there for a while. Tired legs on the ice for Braintree. Needham really pinning Braintree in their own ends as they swing it around the boards. Can't get it past the line again. 7:15 to go. Fresh line on the ice for Braintree as Yaxter and Birchill jump on, and now Stimson able to complete the change. Dump back in, Braintree changes and able to tag up, get back into the zone, look for some more attacking time. Needham player going for a pirouette as Bruno goes down, and now a one-on-one developing as Yaxter goes to the backhand, gets taken down, no call. Now out in front, and the shot just wide. Stimson had the chance in front. Surprise no call there on that break from Yaxter going one-on-one. It looked like some stick work on the midsection. Six minutes to go in the period, and a break. Bad change for the Womps, and in a save by Devlin with the glove. As Phelan went to the backhand trying to go under the bar, and Devlin with the glove save. Probably the most important save of the game for Braintree, as Devlin has played very well here in this first period. Norton fighting the puck all the way into the Needham zone. Pushed as far as in front of the goal by Marum. Womps tag as Haw moves it in. Looking for something towards the goal. It ricochets in front, pinballing around. Norton takes the player down in front, still loose in the slot, as Duffy pinches at the blue line, and Braintree's able to keep it in the zone. Nice pass, tape to tape, as Needham breaks out. Nice deflection by the Womps, as Yaxter gets back on the ice. Shot goes wide. Pace able to get back to her own shot off the ricochet off the boards. Worked around the glass, and Birchill able to cross it, and Yaxter's able to intercept. Back to the blue line, and now Birchill's going to take it before it gets there. Nice back check from Stimson, able to take it away. A fresh defender coming on as Summers gets on the ice. That one wide of the net. Braintree has a point open, and a shot and a score as Birchill scores through the screen in front. And as well as Needham's played here in the first period, they find themselves down 1-0. That one certainly went through a screen, and I don't know if McLaughlin even saw it until it was already too late and into the back of the net, as Braintree scores the opening goal to go up 1-0 here with 4:06 to go in the opening period. Womps looking for more as Yaxter works it into the zone. Quick skating from Evans. And Evans has a little collision with Birchill. Back as far as center. 3.5 to go. So Braintree holding their own against this Needham team who really took the pace to the Womps early in this game. And it all started with an opening power play in the first few minutes, but Braintree was able to kill off. And Devlin has certainly been the difference in goal. A pair of stops on partial break-ins for Needham. And now the only goal of the game scored by Deirdre Birchill to give Braintree the 1-0 lead with 3 minutes to go, and another save by Devlin holding that one in the midsection. Both teams getting fresh legs on the ice here in the final 3 minutes of the opening period. Braintree wins the face-off, but Needham able to control. Braintree pinned in their own zone, is kept in at the point. That one bounces in on goal, and Devlin grabs it. Been very busy here in the first period. Another one face-off by the Womps as Stimson skates it down the right wing. The centering pass is knocked away, and now Stimson looking for the wraparound. Burchill in front with the backhander, can't get it towards the goal, and the shot from Duffy goes to the corner boards. Needham looking to break out, and that'll go as a face-off with 2:09 to go. Nice work from Braintree's defense. Able to keep that partial rush from developing. And the faceoff will come outside of the zone as Needham would have been offsides. Nice pass wing to wing as Yaxter goes between the legs of the defender. Has the puck knocked off a stick. Summers able to pinch at the blue line and get it behind the net. Good back check from Yaxter as it's broken up by Burchill. Able to backhand it forward into the Needham end. Here in the final 90 seconds of the opening period, Braintree on top 1-0. Off the short boards right in front of the Braintree bench. And both teams getting fresh legs on. Another shot wide of the goal. Back at the point and a tough pass to handle. Braintree all there. Knocked in, and that's going to be icing against Braintree here with 1:05 to go. Off the face-off, and Braintree's not able to control. That one in the skates of Seriani, who's able to backhand it towards the boards. And it's skated out by Norton. Through the skates of Norton again, and this time it's going to be carried in by the Rockets here in the final 45 seconds. Braintree's able to chip it back as far as center. Paw first on it, going 2-on-3. Knocked back in by Duffy here in the final 20. Tape-to-tape pass as Needham has a chance here in the final few seconds. As a shot in front, it's still loose and it's covered by Devlin with 14.2 to go. Needham looking for a late goal to try and tie this before the end of the period. A lot of good chances for the Rockets here in this opening period. Haven't been able to get anything past Devlin, who's been very sharp. Face-off controlled by Braintree. Swung around the boards. Kept in at the blue line, and the shot is deflected. Loose in the slot. And Braintree's able to clear it. And that's the end of the first period here at the Tepusas Arena as Braintree takes a 1-0 lead into the locker room. The only goal scored by Deirdre Burchill in the opening period. Needham 0 for 1 on the power play in the game as Braintree and Needham play 15 minutes of hockey here at the Boosters Arena. Braintree, a perfect 3-0 at home this season, looking to extend that record. And after 15 minutes of play, they lead 1-0. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Boosters Arena for second period action. Braintree leads 1-0 after 15 minutes of play. I'm Mike Wassel here for BCam TV, and the only goal scored by Deirdre Birchill in the opening period, as Braintree's now going to go right to left for the second period. Devlin very sharp in that first period, kept Needham off the board. Out in the slot, and that one blocked away. Swung around the boards all the way back and down the rink. No icing. Very nearly intercepted by Birchill, as now it is centered in the slot and picked up by Birchill. Looking for the shot, ricochets in front and held by McLaughlin, as the extra got a piece on the way in. So McLaughlin hasn't been very busy in goal, but one shot's found a way in past her, as she's able to clamp down on that, and Braintree now with an offensive zone face-off to the right of McLaughlin. Off the face-off, the stalemate, and Haw first to the corner. Good pressure by Braintree in the opening minute and a half. That is kept in on the backhand by Fenton. All the way back into the Braintree end as Summers skates onto it. Sends it all the way down the rink. And no icing. Deflection. Puck finds its way back out to center, and a partial break for Needham. They're offside, so they had to tag up as they bring it back into the Braintree end. Backhanded towards the goal, and that one chipped past the defense. Braintree gets the top line back on the ice. The line of Birchill, Yaxter, and Stimson. Chipped to the near boards as Needham clears it back in, and it pops out of play into the Rocket bench. 12:30 to go in a very quick moving second period. Center ice is going to be where the face-off will be. Chip back up the wall, and Needham with the partial break. Braintree back well positioned defensively. They have all five bodies back in their own end. Swung around the boards. And the shot from the point ricochets, and it's grabbed by Devlin. That will run off a Braintree stick. Always tough for the goalie off of a deflection, changes direction. But that one grabbed by Devlin, who's been on our game here today. Kept in at the blue line by Milligan. And now they're going to say it wasn't kept in, so Needham has to clear it. Milligan calling for it at the point. Gets it, and a diving block by Sariani. Able to pop right back up. An injured Braintree player on the ice. We're going to take the break in the action. We'll be right back. Back here after the injury timeout to Duffy was taken off the ice under her own power. It's a good sign. It's getting looked at right now by the paramedics. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Play is set to resume here with 11:06 to go. Braintree with a 1-0 lead in their own ends. Loose in the slot. Braintree looking to clear it, and they're able to poke it back out. It's not going to go down far enough for racing, as it dies right before the red line. Needham reversing twice, and now a third time as they go around the boards. Good forecheck by Braintree, looking to get it towards the goal. Loose in the slot, and the shot just goes wide. McGordy had the shot. As McGordy takes the shot, and it just went by the post as Braintree gets an offensive face-off as it's held by McLaughlin. So McGordy getting a chance on the top line with Yaxter and Birchill here in this period. As it's chipped all the way back down the ice, as Lee's first on it. Looking to swing it around the glass. Popped loose in the slot, and it's backhanded out by Marham. Good interception by Lee. Chipped off the boards, and a pinch at the blue line. Branch is able to move it past the blue line and dump it back in. Still haven't seen a power play for Braintree in the game. Just one whistle here in the game, and that was a power play in the opening period to Needham. Kept in at the blue line by Summers. And move back to center. Backhanded now to Birchill. Has Yaxter in the middle. Centered in front, and a score! Stimson with the redirection, and it's 2-0. The setup from Birchill. The tic-tac-toe goal as Stimson buries it in the left corner, and it's 2-0 Braintree. So the 2-0 lead for Braintree here at the 8:48 mark of the second period. The brief stop as the paramedics exit the ice. Face off at the center dot. So Stimson and Birchill, the 2 goal scorers for Braintree here in the game. 2-0 the lead. Braintree looking for their 4th win of the season. Try and get to 4-2-1. And a face off. It'll be in, probably should be out of the zone, as that was a Needham player that was on top of the puck. And that's where the face off will be. Outside of the blue line with 8.5 to go in the second period. Knocked back to center. Rose giving chase, and it's loose in the skates. Needham goes down, looking for the whistle, no call, and the shot from the point goes wide. Might have been stuck aside by Devlin. This one makes its way through into the corner, and now it's Birchill first with it. Didn't get much on the pass, and Needham able to intercept here with 7.5 to go in the second period. 2-on-2 developing up ice as Hall looks to skate back into the play. Now it's loose in the slot, and a nice collision as Braintree was able to knock that one away. That was Lee who made the contact and broke up the play. And a whistle. Some rough play in the corner. And no penalties on the play, so the ref's letting them play. Just one power play in the game. That was a Needham power play back in the first. And offsides as Needham was 2 strides ahead. I think the Rockets are surprised that Braintree's come out here in the second period and really asserted themselves. Right now, Braintree bringing the play to the visiting team as that one goes out of play. And a face-off. Nice interception as Stimson grabs it. Scored the second goal for the Womps as she looks to set up Birchill in front. Now the chance for Yaxter as Yaxter has that one in her skates. Able to work it now behind the net. And it's played out to the point where it's kept in by Summers. It pops right to Yaxter, takes the shot, and McLaughlin with the save. Braintree with some good pressure. High off the glass, takes a weird deflection and pops right out in front as McLaughlin has to hold. Goalie always has to be ready for a weird bounce off the stanchion. With 6.5 to go, it's covered up and a face-off to the left of McLaughlin. Braintree with the 2-0 lead, and the face-off is a stalemate, and it's cleared out by Needham. No icing. Face off to the right of Devlin, who had to cover that one up. Needham starting to get frustrated out on the ice. You can see it. Starting to get more physical. As that one ricochets just wide. Hit the outside of the post. And the shot from the point. It's knocked down. And Braintree's able to skate it out of their own zone. Hall gets taken down. And she's able to get back up to her feet, and a battle along the boards. Pops free to a Needham player. Right behind their own goal. And it's chipped back out. This should be icing. And there's the whistle for icing with 5:36 to go in the second period. Chip back out to center, and Fenton looks to knock it right back in. Pops loose again, and into the Braintree bench. Face-off will be outside the blue line. Face-off is won by Braintree. Popped right back into the Needham zone. Milligan goes off the short boards as McGurty gets taken down on the collision as it's loose in the skates of Stimson. Needham really battling, looking for a goal to get back in the game. Try and cut the lead in half, but Braintree so far staying strong defensively. Ricochets in front, and it goes wide as Devlin was down. Braintree's able to get it back out, and Needham has to chase. Tough pass, and now it results in a tripping penalty against Braintree. So the second power play of the game for the Rockets as Birchall makes her way, or attempted to make her way to the box. And there's not going to be a whistle. Looked like there was a signal for a trip, but no call. So it'll be 5-on-5 action. Good news for Braintree. In the slot, Braintree with the layers again defensively, able to poke it loose. Knocked back in by the Rockets. Shot goes well wide, and a good sight to see as Duffy's back on the ice. As that one's held by Devlin. Chip back into the Braintree end, and Summers first on it. Shot ricochets back to the point, and the shot was deflected on its way in. Wamps looking to clear it. It's loose in the skates of Stimson, and Stimson now goes on the backhand to clear it out. Good work from Stimson as this one goes in on goal. McLaughlin's out of a crease. Again, it's loose in the slot as Stimson centers it. Final 2.5 to go in the second period. Rose takes the shot, and it's held by Devlin. Face-off is won by Braintree, swung around the boards, back to the blue line, and kept in. Wrapped around again. Shot and a save from Devlin. You can see the aggressive nature picking up on both sides as this shot goes well wide. Shot from the blue line and a can of corn for Devlin. Off the face-off, Needham able to gain possession. The shot and a save by Devlin, and the puck goes to the corner. Battle in front as Phelan and Lee having a good battle. Braintree working it back into the Needham end. Down the ice as Fenton able to shut off the defender. And the shot from the point goes into the corner. And a collision, as this time Braintree will get the power play, or will get the penalty. One minute to go in the second period, and a power play for Needham, their second of the game. So a minute and a half of power play time. If Needham isn't able to score here before the end of the second period, they have 30 seconds to go in the third period, as it would carry over. Off the face-off, it's won by Needham. Braintree can ill afford a late goal for Needham. They've had all the momentum on their side here in this game, and they want to continue to have it go that way. So Burchill in the box as Needham works it into the Braintree end. Devlin down the butterfly with 30 seconds to go in the period. And that one goes past the vacant point. Nobody home for the Rockets. Final 10 seconds of the period. Braintree looking to keep it to the outside. Here in the final 5, the shot taken, and it pops up loose. Still loose. And they score right before the end of the period. Looks like the goal is going to stand. That was definitely less than a second left on the clock. So it looks like the score is going to be 2-1 after 2 periods of play. I think the referees are going to talk about it. They haven't changed the score yet, but it looks like the late goal will stand to make it 2-1. After 2 periods of play, we'll have to try and get the final word on it, but as of now, it's still 2-0 on the scoreboard. It looked to me from first sight it was a good goal right before the end of the period to make it 2-1. So after 2 periods of play, we'll be right back for the final frame.
Can I go to the sleepover?
I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Welcome back to the Zapusas Arena for third period action. 2-1. Braintree leads Needham after a late strike on the power play for Needham to end that second period. Mike Wassel here for BCAM TV as we play here in the third period. Braintree 15 minutes away from their 4th victory of the season. As Needham works it into the Braintree end. Yaxter skates it out. Has McGurty in front. As it's wrapped around the boards. Fenton gives a pinch at the blue line. And defensively, Braintree back. Off McGurty's skate, and now Yaxter with it. Has Stimson on her right, and it's knocked away. 2-on-2 up ice. As Braintree's able to chip that one away. Loose in the slot, and Braintree first on it as Seriani skates it to the side and chips it down the ice. And that'll go as icing. Faced off to the left of Devlin with 13:46 to go in the game. 2-1 the lead for Braintree. Looking for the second consecutive victory here at home. Marm giving chase. One that races to the loose puck, and it makes its way past the blue line. And Lee now in a race. Lee able to break the stride of the attacker, and a good play. Chipped ahead, and now loose in the middle of the ice at the center dot. Chopped back in, and off the referee's skate. And big collision there. Arms stay down. And an injured player for Braintree off that hit. We're going to take a break here for an injury timeout with 12:46 to go.
It's not just one person, it's a group, it's a team.
Just that simple act is transforming someone else's life.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
It's one of the best feelings in the world.
.12:46 to go in the third period. Braintree with the 2-1 advantage, and Womps just lost a player on a stretcher. Looked like a concussion was sustained on that hit at the point. There was no whistle or penalty on the play. Braintree down a player, and we hope for the best for the fallen Womp player. With 12.5 to go here in the third period, Braintree looking to win one for their lost player. And icing against Needham. Braintree wins the face-off, but Needham able to jam it out of the zone. Knocked back to center. As the Rockets skated into the Womp end. Swung around the boards. Dump and chase method as Summers gets it to the point, but it's kept in by Milligan. Loose in the slot, Seriani chips it back to center. Fenton skates it out of her own end. And the pass connects with Yaxter. Briefly, and then it was taken away. Chipped out by Burchill and skates right onto it. Looking in the slot for Yaxter as it goes to the corner board. Skated back to center as Yaxter goes one-on-one. Yaxter now to the backhand, gets taken off the play, and Yaxter went in with the shoulder. Actually gave the defender more of a shake, and in front, and that one hits the bar. That was Burchill who had the chance, looking for her second of the game, and that one rung iron. Face-off will be down the other end, so an icing against Needham. Braintree came an inch away from taking the 2-goal lead again as Burchill hit the iron. The score stays at 2-1. Lee pinches, and now it's 2-on-1 developing up the ice. Braintree trying to get back in the play. Pass in front, and a save by Devlin. McGurdy skates over her center ice. And Braintree would have been offsides. Looking to dump it in, but they couldn't. Now a chance as the Rockets starting to gain some momentum. Braintree gets some fresh legs on the ice. Dump back in the final 9 minutes. Right in front of the Braintree bench is picked up by Yaxter, who overskates it momentarily. And now a nice ladled pass for Burchill, who takes the shot, and it goes wide. Stimson gives chase. Stimson sends it towards the goal. It's loose in front, now in front of the slot. And it goes just wide. Stimson had a chance. Braintree with 2 near misses in this period, all within the last couple minutes. And now a break. In on goal. And they score to tie it at 2. With 8:29 to go, it's 2-2. Referees now discussing. I don't know if they may give a penalty after the goal. So Braintree looks like they're going to be shorthanded. So after the tying goal, now Braintree's going to be short 1 man. Third power play of the game for Needham. Needham 1 for 2 so far on the power play. They scored at the end of the second. And it's now a 2-2 game. Braintree has to kill this man advantage to keep this one tied. Braintree running around in their own end as Lee's able to clear it all the way down. Very important kill for Braintree here in the final 8 minutes. That one in the gear as Yaxter looks like a penalty coming up against Needham, so Braintree will bring it to 4-on-4 action on the next whistle. As Phelan's going to the box. So contact to the head is the call, and it'll be 4-on-4. 4:42 seconds before Braintree goes on the power play for 45 seconds. Off the face-off, Needham gains possession after the Braintree win. The shot and a blocker save from Devlin. Very important stop on the 4-on-4. Stimson working it in. 1-on-1. It's loose in the slot. Stimson goes to the backhand, doesn't get much on it. 10 seconds left on the 4-on-4 before Braintree will go on a power play. Loose right in front as Stimson has it knocked off her stick. Five-on-4 power play now for the Womps for about 40 seconds. Dump back in. And Braintree will try and get something going in the final 30. Pass doesn't connect. Final 10 seconds now of the uneventful power play for the Womps, and they'll go 0 for 1 on their first power play. Needham 1 for 4, Braintree 0 for 1. As the players exit the box. Cleared back to center here in the final 6 minutes of a 2-2 tie. Loose at center ice as Norton looks to dump it in and gets taken down. 5.5 to go. Still 2-2. Needham tying it up here in the second period. Final 5 minutes of the game as Yaxter is just going to be offsides. Off the face-off, Braintree wins possession. Yaxter looking to force it towards the crease. Gets past the point. Back now behind Devlin. And now a break as Yaxter has a break. Looking to give Braintree the lead. Yaxter to the backhand, and it goes just by the board. And a big stop. I don't know if McLaughlin got a piece. 4.5 to go. Up and down the ice we go. Bad turnover by Needham, moment to go. And Braintree nearly capitalized. As Jackson with another chance. Has Burchill in the slot. Back to center, as Braintree has to get the players back out of the zone. Braintree's going right back on the PK, as Burchill comes in with the contact. And the 5th power play of the game now for Needham. .3:59 to go in the game. And a 1.5-minute power play for the Rockets, trying to take their first lead of the game. Off the face-off, Needham gains possession and plays it back to the point, but nobody's there. Gets by the point, as Milligan has to come back as far as center to restart things for the power play unit. Braintree able to clear it all the way down as Lee sends it down the rink. 1 minute to go on the power play. So far, so good for the Womps PK unit. Skated in by Milligan. Milligan working it all the way around the net. Braintree with 4 players real deep to the net. Now back at the point. Into the slot. Braintree able to clear it back out. Ricochets back to the sideboards. Final 27 seconds of the power play. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And that one gets by the point. And that'll just about kill off the remainder of the power play, as Needham has to go all the way back into their own end. Final 8 seconds of the power play. And that one blocked away, as Burchill is going to exit the box. Perfect pass. And Burchill has that one deflect off of her stick. Very nearly a wide open break. So Braintree now 4 for 5 on the penalty kill. Final 2 minutes of the game. And offsides against Needham. Face off just outside of the Braintree end. 2 minutes to go. Right now locked at 2. Let's see if one of the two teams can score here in the final 2 minutes. As that one just wide, and it's loose in front, as Devlin has it tied up. And Needham storming in on the goal, trying to push it home. And Braintree's going to take a timeout here with 1:50 to go. We'll take the break as well with 1:50 to play. 2-2 the score. We'll be back. 1:50 to go. Face-off in Braintree zone. Stalemate off the face-off. It's knocked to the corner. Swung deep by the Rockets here in the final 90 seconds. Needham scored the last 2 goals after Braintree scored the opening 2. And the shot goes by the boards here in the final 1:15. Back now at the point. And the shot and a save by Devlin. Face off again to the right of Devlin. Needham wins the draw and a glove save from Devlin as that one made its way in on goal from the point. Tick over 1 minute to go in the game. And another face-off in the Braintree end. In the skates of Burchill, and Braintree skates it out. Knocked back forward by Lee. Here in the final 45 seconds. Back at the point is kept in by the Rockets. Still at the point as that one's blocked by Braintree. Shot taken and a save by Devlin, grabbing that one as well with the glove, and a flurry of shots here in the third period, especially here in the last two. McLaughlin way out of her net in the Needham goal. Off the face-off. Braintree trying to get it out. Goes wide. As the Wamps look to clear it out of their own ends. Braintree finally able to clear it out. Now a 2-on-1 developing here in the final 10 seconds as Stimson moves in. Sends it for Burchill, and it's broken up as Braintree lets that chance go by the board. Now with 3 seconds to go, Braintree looking to jam it in front, and that's how it's going to end in a 2-2 tie as Braintree had a 2-on-1 developing in the final 10 seconds and weren't able to get a shot off. Maybe Stimson being a little bit unselfish there, probably could have carried it in and maybe taken the shot. So the Rockets able to force a 2-2 tie here at the Tepusas Arena. A goal scored for Braintree were Deirdre Burchill and Stimson. Both of those in the first period. So Braintree with a 2-2 tie here at home. And certainly want to wish our deepest sympathy for Haw, who was down and injured and was taken out. We hope that she's able to recover fully from the injury sustained on the ice. For the final time here at the Tepusas Arena, a 2-2 tie for Braintree and Needham. For Jennifer Bigoli, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.